So here we have a car headed east and another car headed west. We know the masses of both cars, but all we know is the velocity of the car headed east. We don't know the velocity of the car headed west. And the question is, after the collision, both cars come to a stop. So what is the velocity of the second car before the collision? Well, when we think about momentum before the collision, it's going to be m1 v1. And there's a minus sign because east, we're calling it a positive. The other car is headed west, so v2. And after the collision, what's the momentum? Well, they're sitting still. So the momentum after the collision is 0. All we have to do is solve for v2 here. The velocity of car 2 before the collision. And we get v2 is m1 over m2 times v2. All right, see the algebra there? m2 v2 equals m1 v1, and I divide by m2 on both sides. Let's do some calculations. m1 v1 m2. m1 is 1274, v1 is 16.3, m2 is 1117, and so v2 is simply m1 divided by m2 times v1. Now, Excel does order of operations of equivalent operations like division and multiplication from left to right. So it's going to do that division first and then the multiplication. But if you're ever in doubt about what it's going to do, all you need to do is put parentheses around it, that piece. So now it's going to do m1 divided by m2 because it's in parentheses, and then multiply by v1. And we get 18.59 meters per second. And that's it for this problem.